Super media outlet, Hot16 magazine. Battles, artistry, realism, and swag.
We won this shit right now.
The cameras are serious.
What's going on? This is Hot16 magazine. You are rocking with the ever so talented Denecca Love and Loaded Lux.
Love. Yeah, your boy Loaded. Yo, that name, Miss Love.
Miss Love. A lot of people call me that actually. Yeah. Thank you. So like I want to talk to you about a lot of things actually. But I want to get into first your battle with Calicoe. Now I'm gonna recite some lines to you right now that rang true when I saw that battle. And forgive me for my mannerisms. I watched battle rap, so I got that thing.
Oh, I'm saying.
I got a little swag on me.
Yeah.
So, and your song, and I was telling you earlier, I used to have it as my ringtone. You said, so watch my name in the verses, or the preacher will be verses. You was a good person, now your spirit's depart. And those lines rang so true for me.
Right, like it did.
Right, like you knew that was going to happen.
Prophecy has been fulfilled.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So I'm asking you, did you know that you was gonna come back and you know try and get you and bring verses? Yeah. But you was the preacher that read verses. Yeah. It wasn't so much.
Like I did the eulogy and everything, right? No, I mean, I've been doing this for quite a while. You know what I mean? I grew up in Harlem, corner to corner, get busy. You know what I mean? So I've seen them come, seen them go. In terms of battle rapping, I've studied it for as long as I've been in it. You know what I mean? I just thought we'd take it to a whole nother level, and the idea just came from watching my peers, you know what I mean, and getting inspired by them. You know, the whole thing in terms of what we say in battle rap now, presently, is the whole body bag thing. You know what I mean? So me being an artist, at the same time having ingenuity, but being innovative, you know what I'm saying? Let's push the envelope. If it's your body bag, then, well, let that be it then. And let's take it, you know, artistically, mentally, to that level. You know what I mean? We're painting our whole picture. You know what I mean? So I really wanted to go there with it. You know, and it went from one idea, you know what I'm saying, to a whole nother idea. I mean, you know, we did the blog, we did the funeral arrangements.
Yeah, I saw that vlog actually, and I was thinking, oh my God, they allowed him to do this, but he really said funeral. And then I saw that they were passing out the, you know, those things that you get at a funeral service, and love and memory.
Yeah.
And I saw the hearse when I first got there. I seen a Phantom, I seen a Maybach, and I saw a hearse.
Right. I thought it would be interesting. You never know with these events, man. I came to the one last year. Shout out to Smack OUR movement. I was at Summer Madness, the first one last year, and I remember, you know what I mean? We had carte blanche to go right in, but I remember how long they had people waiting online. You know what I mean? So I said, that'd be a good boy, that'd be dope. You know what I mean? For people standing online, you know, while they getting the festivities together, the event ready. Have something to be entertained by, you know what I mean? Let this tweeting and everything start now. Why not? You know what I mean? You know, same time, it's a method to this thing.
Interesting. Yeah. So I was thinking you read that book.
Art of War?
Yes.
I delve a little. I won't get into all that right now. Right now, it's about these 16s and all that.
Yeah,
you know. And everything's 100%. You know.
Now I have to ask you in regards to the battle. There is so much debate about whether you choked or whether it was a mind trick that you were doing, because some people say that you are too conditioned to have choked, and some people say no, it was definitely a choke, and some people say you was just trying to incite some emotion out of him so you can crack it down later. So I'm asking you which one.
Right. I want to give it to y'all, you know, because we've been family.
We've been family.
Hot16 been family. I got a real exclusive interview that I did, just, you know, me and the team, and we broke down like from A to Z, real intricately, in detail, in regards to A to Z, how this whole thing came about and everything we did. That question I just went straight from, you know what I'm saying, because that's the meat and potatoes a little bit.
Oh yeah?
You know, that's the meat and potatoes, and I think they're really interested to hear how we did that and why we did that. You know what I mean? So, you know, I just didn't get all the way into that.
I'm definitely going to accept that, but this is what I'm going to say. Being that you're saying how and why you did that, I'm just going to assume that it was no choke. That's what I'm gonna assume that it was no joke. I'm gonna assume that it was planned because it's a how and why involved in that.
All's fair in love and war, man. You gotta be a tactician with this thing. That's you know, and on every level you gotta do it.
I noticed, and then now your style when you was doing this battle, your style of rapping, it's kind of, it's like, you know, it's Loaded Lux. It's always Loaded Lux, but the way that you battle, like your last battle, you were in Black Star, the way that you battled, it was the same style, but it was a little faster than more like a preacher, like you were rapping, like was that a part of the scheme?
Yeah, it's evolution.
Like you took us to church.
Yeah, I thought it would go dope. I mean, if I'm going to get in the character, you know what I mean, let's get all the way in there. You know, man, maybe looking for some acting gigs soon. Yeah, I really pieced that together. I had to study to get that thing down. But no, at the same time, it's part of evolution, you know what I'm saying? With taking your mind there. I mean, that's what we do as artists. You know what I mean? We have great imagination. You know what I mean? And we can really get into a role. It's almost like having a song concept. You know what I mean? And really going there with it. So, yeah, I did some studying. I mean, got into it and added my little thing to it. It felt right though. You know what I mean? Yeah, a lot of you not like. It was really, really natural. Like, you know what I mean? To give it up in that manner. Especially, you know, the demographic, you know what I mean, difference in between me and Calicoe, you know what I mean? You know, I had to give it to him like, you know, young man, you know, speak to him. You know?
And I noticed, especially in program, I noticed that you was doing a lot of speaking to him.
Yeah.
And I noticed that like it was like, you know, me and my comrades, that's the word they like to use. Were talking about the battle. We talk about it a lot. We're saying that it was more of it was beyond the battle because it was a mental breakdown of principle.
Yeah.
When you started talking about his father and explaining that it's not a big deal what he did. It was not a big deal.
Yeah.
It was not what he made it out to be. Like, what was that? You know what I mean? Like, were you trying to educate and free his mind, or was that just, you know, battle?
I mean, every time up, man, we in that circle, whether our battle artists know it or not, we're actually in a forum. We're in a debate, you know what I mean, about, you know, how we live. You know what I mean? And that's what it comes down to. Every conversation in that box that's happening is in regards to one's aspect of life or however he lived at a certain point in time. You know what I mean? Things that we'll pick up, you know what I mean, that could have been better with each other. So I think it's room for growth in every conversation that we have. It should be. You know what I mean? If we sit down and we build it, and I say build it, you know what I mean? That means that's us trying to move up. And I just wanted to show certain things that he thought was strengths, really weaknesses, you know what I mean? It's just, you haven't gotten it from that perspective. And so the conversation can then leave the stage to forums like this, and then we can still continue the debate and it can keep going and keep going. But every time up the bat, excuse me, or you're in that box, you should leave something on one's, you know, attention span. Really make them go home, sit down, and really, you know, do critical thinking on what just happened, so I can be a better individual the next time I step up. That's why I love what we do, and I get inspired every time I'm around my peers and I get to watch their work and different rhyme schemes and metaphors that they put together. It's always educational, you know what I'm saying? So we gotta do that for each other. This makes the culture grow. You know, this makes us better. You know what I mean? So
it definitely makes y'all better, and X Factor is one that will definitely expose ways to make us better.
I was at the so like I said last year, and when he battled DNA and he did the priorities bit. It's dope.
Yeah, he definitely, and he DNA came correct when he was with Tech 9 because he showed up to that battle with a full 17.
There you go.
You see what I'm saying?
There you go. So in a lot of ways, it's really, we're really getting our thing together, you know what I mean? And allowing each other to be like, you know, like, it's camaraderie for real. We all at each other, but for the benefit of us being better individuals, you know what I mean? So they say competition fuels, man. You know what I mean? Adversity creates progress. You know what I mean? So let's use this as a tool. I mean, it's in good fun, it's in good entertainment, good sport, you know what I mean? And it may be harsh at times, but it's tough love. And it's helping all of us, man. I don't know if you know, but the numbers on that battle was crazy. So
you know, I know.
you know,
I know.
I mean, I just say that to say that this thing is really touching?
I think it's beyond touching people because the funny thing, I usually never go into my own personal opinion, but I'm gonna tell you. Because we family.
Yes.
I just started watching, but I've always been like hip to the culture, always since you and Mook.
Yeah.
I've been hip to the culture since Smack TV, but the more I watch it, the more it becomes a part of my everyday life, and I find myself expressing, my ideas in different ways. Even the way that I talk to people, I change the way that I speak so that they might get it. So I might slow it down a little bit when I'm talking. I might step up a little bit when I'm talking because I'll be watching y'all.
You got body language.
That's what I'm saying. Because the passion and the conviction that y'all speak with, I'm kind of doing it now, but the compassion and conviction that y'all speak with is so it's beyond entertainment. It's something that you use every day so that people get what you're talking about. And that's the thing that's really crazy to me about this culture. Like, why doesn't everybody watch?
Right, watch battles, because especially it's so passionate. If you look at, you can go look at a battle crowd, opposed to looking at a crowd that goes to concerts and mainstream artists. I think it's more passion in the faces of those in that audience, man. And you watch battles, like when they get hit with something for the first time. It's not like when you go and you hear the record and we just in there almost like doing something spiritually, like it's like tradition. You know what I mean? It's not like that. It's just when you get hit with something that's you've never heard before, man. It's like enlightenment almost. Like wow. And I love it too on another level, like because if I take time out to do what I need to do, to put those and critique those pieces, when I give them to you, you get hit with it at the same level that I thought on. Like if you was on this frequency, you now gotta come up to this frequency to just capture it, to just even catch what I'm giving you. It's deep.
Yeah, I'm catching it right now. I feel your energy. I feel your energy right now. And I want to ask you, is Loaded Lux back in this battle? Is Loaded Lux back?
Oh yeah, I'm all the way in this thing. My thing is, I can't do it when I'm done. Like I said, adversity creates progress. I believe battle rap is that thing. It's hip hop savior. So many ways to put it. Because this culture within the culture, the subculture here, along with I check out certain other artists, you know what I mean, that still delve and still keep it hip hop, still sound culture, you know what I mean. But opposed to mainstream right now, hip hop, battle rap for hip hop, what it's doing is allowing us to go back to that frequency, man, that we was on when you had to say something.
That's exactly what I was just about to say.
You gotta say
something.
something.
In hip hop, like mainstream, it's more like pop culture now, I should say, because it's not necessarily hip hop, it's more pop. It's appropriate to not say something. And in battle rap, they will pull you off the stage if you don't
say something.
Like even if you say something but you don't say it right, they'll still get you out of it.
Right. Like we expect a lot from each other in battle rap. So that allows us to know we can't come to this conversation half-assed.
You can't come and I want to use this line that the real deal. I don't know if you know your real deal said. He said, you battling a teacher, it's only right you do your homework.
Yeah, that was hard. I was against B Magic, right?
No, B Magic, he said, what he say? And against B Magic, he was like, my teacher voice kicked in and I said, I can't wait for June again.
Yeah. Dope.
Yeah.
Shout out to B Magic too. And real deal, because that battle was crazy.
It was.
I'm a fan of both. I'm a fan
of B Magic. I hate to veer off on another plane. One of my favorite B Magic lines. He said, I pull a 57 like I'm zipping up my coat. I grab him in drug money like I flip a lot of coke.
Drug money. Yo. I think I forgot what interview I was doing with shout out to B Magic because he's one heck of a lyricist, writer, one heck of a writer. Like that's what we all do when we get in that box, writers.
Right, and what since you back, not that you ever really left, you lay dormant for a while, let him come up, and then you let us know what time it was.
Right.
Now that you back, what you bring into this, because it's clear what you brought. It was a level of showmanship that was unheard of until that exact moment.
Right.
Summer Madness was such a historic event. It was appropriate to release all of that at that event.
I thought so.
Yeah, but like you had the you know the eulogy, the hearse, the picture,
the pine box,
and you wore the tuxedo. You had the flower. So aside, because honestly, that can do 1 or 2 things with battle rap. That's gonna force artists to take this to a next level as far as showmanship, or they're gonna take it wrong and turn it into something that's a joke.
Right. Well, we don't ever want to lose our integrity. That's not what it was meant for. In terms of doing that, what I did it for was to set precedent in terms of showing artists that we can always think outside of just being in the ring doing what we're doing. This goes further. You know what I mean? Even if used as a tool for one, you know what I mean? It can go further if done right. You know what I mean? We can't allow it, never ever to lose our integrity. The word is always first. It don't matter how much you put on a show and you bring out what you bring out. That's all cool, because I've not been the first artist to use props in battle rapping. It's been done before, you know what I mean?
But
it's never been done on this scale. Hey, Jay-Z said, what's the point of being average? Which makes a whole lot of sense. Let's push the envelope. Every time with the bat, let's go there. That's what I want to do. I want my peers to push me to that level. Make me be inspired. I was inspired, man, this Summer Madness. Seen and heard a lot of different things, you know what I mean, that kept says to me I gotta stay sharp. You know what I mean? And that's what we need to do for this to be a driving and growing culture. We have to do that. If not, then what's the point? This is gonna go like this.
Stay on the flat, you know? Stay calm, man.
We just jump, you know me, up a notch. And the numbers are showing that, and that's a great thing, and we gotta continue to do so. So that's all I was trying to do. Never ever to lose integrity. In fact, me being back, I take full responsibility in terms of being a catalyst for battle rap, for having, you know what I mean, put so much time in, on, or in, outside, you know what I mean, other arena, you know what I mean, so I take on that role and full responsibility for it. So I want to just always inspire us to do more, you know what I mean, because this is our thing, you know, this is our time, you know what I mean, so man, if you do your thing, you get in that box and you write and you say you get busy, come on, let's show me. You know?
Yeah,
let me, you know.
And you brought up Jay-Z, and I want to say this to you. Jay-Z once said a line. He said, I want to rhyme like common sense, but I did 5 mil, and I ain't been rhyming like common sense. So I'm thinking that in terms of battle rap,
right?
They're gonna be like, I did 5 million views, then I seen Loaded Lux in that casket, and I ain't been rhyming like
I mean, with that note, and shout out to Hov, man. I got so much respect for the man. Very, very intelligent. Never had the chance to meet him, but I know for once a party told another party that told me that he definitely is a fan of battle rap. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I heard that also.
Yeah, Hov used to come to Harlem.
And he's a battle rapper.
He's a battle rapper.
Yes.
How they get this twisted, man? All the greats have been in that ring.
Common, Jay-Z, Nas, Tupac. The only person to ever do a battle rap and nobody ever responded.
Yeah.
The battle rap thing is a big deal.
Yes.
And what are you bringing back to battle rap?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, man, I just want to continue, how would you say, to delve deep and do critical thinking in terms of my opponents and everything. I can't always say, and I can't give too much away, you know what I'm saying? But I'm always going to try to take it there. A lot of you know, I'm going to always try to be the best that I can possibly be, the best me that I can. And that's what I can definitely, you know, guarantee for me, to my fans. I'll always give you 120%. You know, can't stop, won't stop. I'm always do that. So, you know, just bear with me. You know, I think I showed that. You know what I mean? This one, but hey, listen, we got a lot more work to do. I got a lot more work.
Yeah, they're gonna get this work.
Yeah, they're gonna get this work. For sure that. You better know that. Man, listen, man. I got them shirts coming too, man. You can go to loadeddlux.co. You know, that's the website. Them shirts is on there. Matter of fact, yeah, I ain't gonna say coming. Those are on there right now, as a matter of fact. The Twitter is at I am Loaded Lux. You know, you just, you know, want to get more tuned in and stay with me. I just gotta stay busy.
Why didn't Loaded Lux bring me a shirt?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, edit that out. Nah, I got you though. You about like
Yeah, I'm a sweet.
Yeah, medium. Yeah. Shout out to Boogalini, my brother, and shout he give it up.
And I wanted to ask you, it's a very important question. Now I know that they had some real names and everything. They had Diddy.
Yeah.
They had Busta Rhymes.
Yeah, shout out to him.
Lloyd Banks.
Shout out to him.
Cassidy.
Yes, sir.
Q-Tip.
Yes, sir.
All in the building, watching that venue.
Yeah.
But those artists did not have much to say in terms of what was happening. So I'm asking you, who were they there for?
Well, I know I caught one interview with Busta. I mean, Busta had never been to, as he stated in the interview, that he had never been to the new school battle rapping. You know, been to an event, so this was his first. And it may have been the first for a lot of them, but the fact that they were there, and we can't take nothing away from them. Those are MCs, you know.
They are MCs.
Those are MCs, man, and that's hip hop. Everybody you just named, man, did a lot for hip hop.
Yeah, Cassidy, his style of rapping, even in the mainstream, is still that.
Yeah, I had stuff for that, man. You go back, check that Cassidy versus Freeway out. I mean, but for everybody you just named, that was their essence. You know, they did that. They battled rap.
They did battle.
You know what I mean? You can't get away. Listen, hip hop was based on, you know, the elements, man. Whether you're DJing, whether you're a graffiti artist, whether you're breakdancing, whether you rock that crowd with that mic, it always went, who was the best? We brought it to the party. If you say you mix better than me, well, show me at the party. If you can tag better than me, and if you couldn't, I'm going over yours, showing everybody I get busy. You know what I mean? So if you know the elements that helped to cultivate hip hop, it was based on fueling the, you know what I mean, competition. You know what I mean? So that's what it's about. And they come from that background, each of them, man. Q-Tip, Busta, man, they can give you, I know stories about once or twice where they had to meet in the lunchroom or the corner or somewhere and give it up. If you're gonna say you're gonna rap, well, I show me. That's what hip hop is about. You got to show me. You can't just say you did something, you're doing something. We don't lie. I see my brother, shout out to Hakeem Green, I seen him today, he had a shirt that said, rap minus lies equals hip hop.
You're right. Even Diddy, when he did the first Making a Band, he made them Babs. Babs, that's how she got on. She got the other chick out of there.
Yeah,
Ronson.
you got you.
Her Ronson's crazy.
Honestly.
She's one of my favorite MCs, actually. But there's so much speculation that they were just there for a show. Like, they were just there for a show. You know, just to big up the culture because, you know, they didn't have too much to say about the event. They, you know, just up and, you know what I mean? They just up and ran up out of there after it was over.
Well,
To big up the culture, they should have said words.
Well, listen, this I think, and us, each one of us make up battle. Like on the Lions and shirt, I have a saying in the background that says I am battle rap. I never want to take that out of context to say that I am the culture, that's it. No, each of us are battle rappers. Everybody that has their 2 cents, when I go to look at comments on YouTube, whether it be Twitter, or whether it be anything related to the culture, when I look at these comments, each person that put their 2 cents to comment on the video is battle rap. We all make up that, so if we felt like that, and if we feel like that, then we need to address it. You know what I mean? Allow them to know no matter what, enjoy what we do. You know what I mean? Respect what we do. You know, we gotta allow ourselves to keep our integrity. If we don't do that, this will happen and you know, hip hop is close to 40 some odd years old. In terms of being in mainstream and it having notoriety. You see what mainstream music is. Things get to a certain point after time, you know, they depending on who likes what and us being influential in the game, each of us being artists, we change the scope of things, you know what I mean? So we have to allow each other to keep integrity. Not knocking mainstream music, but we understand right now, current state of hip hop, as producers, you know what I mean, on that stage. And if they're coming to our forum, you know what I mean, it's saying something that we're speaking values, and we have to allow them to know they got to play by our rules at the same time. This is our culture.
You about to have me catching the Holy Ghost,
right?
Because I felt that last statement. They gotta play by our rules.
Yeah,
and that's exactly how I feel. How we at Hot 16 feel. I feel like anybody that comes in here from mainstream hip hop or anything else, they in our house.
Yes, of course.
They in our house.
It's not that we can respect each other as peers. I respect what you do, you respect what I do. As long as the respect is there, we can acknowledge each other, one another. And that goes a long way. And I like what you do, I enjoy your work, you enjoy mine. Okay, this is what I do. You know what I mean? I watch you when you do what you do, and and it still leaves room for us to critique and enjoy each other's work, you know what I mean? But at the same time, this thing has principle, it has condition to it, you know what I mean? And we gotta keep it that way. Like I always say, I've been saying in this interview, keep our integrity intact. A lot of things happen.
I don't think you can say it enough.
Right.
I don't think you can say it enough.
Y'all there, keep your integrity. This thing is growing. It's growing fast, but it's a beautiful thing. Because, I mean, you gotta know your place, you gotta know what you're doing it for.
Yeah, this thing is actually international because I'm sure that Loaded Lux has fans all over the world. But I just, me and Hot16, we just got hit to our fans in Spain, Amsterdam, Australia, even Africa, hitting up, like, we love each other, we love battle rap. And it's just amazing that this thing is really international. Like, it's spread like wildfire all over the world. The way that people can express themselves with word and it remain a sport. You know what I mean? Like, they cutting each other up, but they doing it with words.
Man who said sticks and stones may break your bones, but words that never hurt. Man lied.
I think he did lie. And the battle rap, everything about it is, I love everything about it.
Yeah, no.
And the way that you came back was probably one of the most impressive. You and Murder Move.
Shout out to my boy.
I know because there's so much speculation that his battle was like a 5-0, and I don't know if that ever happened before, but there was also speculation that your battle with him was an 8-0.
We had a lot of rounds, though. We had a lot of rounds.
So, you know how that battle with Calicoe, you were taunting him a little bit. But it wasn't that really got me. It was the way that you were delivering your bars, like the way that you would say something to him and cut away. You know, kind of like what I just said. What were you trying to excite emotion by doing that, or was that literally just a part of your showmanship as an artist?
It's divine intervention. It's something more than like. The best thing, man, is in terms of an artist, of anybody who can create, they put themselves in a pocket or a zone where you allow yourself to paint. You know what I mean? It's in every aspect, though. It don't stop. I mean, everything is mental, but in it being mental, there's spirit too. And I can't explain sometimes when I get into that zone where it come from. But I can't take full credit either. You know what I mean? I can't even. It's inexplicable. When it's happening, man.
Like, for example, you said, let me be honest. And then you said, look, I'm getting all emotional. You know what I mean? Like, the way you kept just throwing it away, like you were just kind of blowing it or something.
I mean, you gotta know, behind by this show, it's like, spirit got a lot to do with it, man. You gotta think. As much as lyrics is important, delivery is important, right? So, lyrics hit the way they hit, depending on how you want them to hit, based on how you say things. And you gotta say it with a certain spirit to it. You know, I watch a lot of lectures, I watch painters, I watch artists, you know what I mean? And you gotta know how influenced we are by one another. Like, we can sit here and after a certain point in time, we have pieces of each other with us. You know what I mean? Like, it's that latent, but it's real. You know what I mean? It's way past surface. You know what I mean? So when we in that box, his energy is there, my energy is there, and we wrestling. We really wrestling. And we can feel each other. He feel me like I feel him, and that's what it is. That's why battle rapping, if you do the science on battle rapping, it's so deep. It's so deep from the energies in the room that everybody, I mean, each entity in the room helps with that battle to take place.
It's amazing you just said that because I said that last night. I said that just last night, that every element in the room, from the people that was up there and the people that was on stage, the audience, all elements was necessary to create that masterpiece. It was like a theater, it was like a work of art, like it was like a play. If we took any one element out of there, then it would have been a totally different circumstance. If you didn't have that crowd go, ooh, what would that have been?
I needed them. And yo, we needed each other. It's like,
yeah, I know this because you kept saying we got all night. Let me work.
Yeah,
got all night.
that's what the science of it all though is it's a beautiful thing when you really delve, and you know, I love to go there, you know, because it's just us, it's being, it's life, like it's really life. But in everything you do, it's that same thing. It's there, it's always there. And you know, people just gotta tap into it, man. I swear, like as artists, especially as artists, we got another level to us, man. That like I say, I always want to inspire my peers, because I know for real, that shit is infinite. Like as far as we can go with it, it's infinite. I need them to help me to get to it too, though. You feel me? So I'm doing certain things. Don't ever get it twisted. I'll never lose sight of what this is. This ain't no game. You know what I mean? Don't let the props thing get you. You know what I mean? I ain't sugarcoating a thing, but I'm really tapping into something. And my peers, I want them to grasp it too, because it's gonna help us. To help us. You know what I mean? The whole. So you know, it's a lot of reasons for doing things. All of it can't be, you know what I mean, delved into right now. I can't get into it, but it's the science behind it all. You know what I mean? And just rock with me. I got us though. rock with us.
With Loaded Lux. Rock with Hot16 magazine, because this is a super Hot16 magazine exclusive with Denecca Love, Loaded Lux, and we can veer the camera and show where we out. We out here. We in Harlem.
Juice bar flow.
Juice bar, ginseng.
Enhance your life, you know.
Exactly. Get on that ginseng. It's a big deal. Yeah. But this is exclusive with Denecca Love, Loaded Lux. Now you know what time it is.
Shout out.